Kanane in the corner. Her third from outside. Zone. Shot. It's good! Espinal pulls up, knocks it down!
Hello and welcome to BMC Durfee High School and the Thomas Skip Karen basketball court for this event between the Beverly Panthers and your Durfee Hilltoppers. We are pleased to welcome you to Durfee High School. Participating student athletes and officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Spectators can support their interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes and officials. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon a Durfee security guard or school official. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Beverly Panthers. Sophomore number 1, Jacob Class. Junior number 4, William Ryan. Senior number 5, Noah.
We welcome you back inside the field house here for now the boys game, the doubleheader tonight. We just saw the girls, Brendan, with a 54-24 victory. Now the boys, 13-7. We talked about it in the open, right? We said 8 out of 10 they won to end the season. That New Bedford game really sticks out because you're right. It could have been a 9 out of 10. That was a frustrating loss for Durfee, but nonetheless, they earned the right to play here at home tonight.
Absolutely, and we talked about it during the girls' game. Great seeding, their best since we've had this statewide tournament. Another home game for a lot of these teams. The second time playing at home, so
it's a great thing.
Girls set the stage.
They sure did.
Unbelievable job being the openers. Intensity, domination. Fellas, you're up.
Well, it's a quick pregame here. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with the tip-off.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Great crowd here. It has grown throughout the night, hoping a lot of the girls fans will stick around. We saw quite a few Beverly fans making their way in towards the end of the girls game as well. The cheering section, the sixth man for Durfee has filled up big time as well. I see girls that just played on varsity. They're over there as well, so great to see that.
That's culture. That's,
of course it is.
We talk about that's a term we use quite often at this school, and that's what that is. Teams cheering on for other teams, cheering on your friends, and looking around the gym right now, you're starting to see a lot of familiar faces. You're starting to see a lot of alumni, people from different years, different Durfee basketball players, guys and girls. It's great to see. That's what culture is.
And that's what we want to see. We want to see that. That's building the tradition, everybody buying in, however you want to say it.
Passing it down to generation to generation.
I mean, culture is a great word for it, too, of course. As the Panthers will begin with possession here. And, 10-10 record, their conference, no slouch. Their schedule, no slouch.
No, this is a good basketball team. This is a good basketball conference. There's a good basketball tradition out here. They're going to be ready to play as they come out and stick the first one. Benjamin Zamboni. Devontae Stewart with a nice take.
We'll run down the starters for the Panthers. Number 1, Jacob Klass. Number 4, William Ryan. Number 5, Noah Diaz. Number 14, Ben Zanaboni, who just hit that 3. And actually just got hit with the first foul of the game as well. And number 20, Danny Pierce. Matt Karakatis, the head coach for the Panthers, as Stewart hits both free throws, and both teams have points here to start us off.
Durfee, number 15, junior Ben Sherry. Number 10, Avante Lamore. Number 5, Josh Stevenson. Number 3, Jaden Espinal. And number 2, Devontae Stewart starting off for Durfee. Very much so been there. Probably most consistent lineup throughout the year. 4 guards. We talked about swingmen as far as a position. This is like a 4.5 guards. Is Stewart, who plays, quote unquote, as one of their bigs, put the ball off the deck. Stevenson with a great take, just couldn't finish.
Stevenson forced that travel, though, on the other end just a moment ago as well.
Durfee out in a man-to-man right now. Very much so. They game plan accordingly. Playing a lot of man-to-man second half of the season. There's Noah Diaz with a 3. 2 threes for Beverly right now. Both teams in a man-to-man right now. Offensive execution is Lamore without a doubt with a travel. A little bit too quick. He's trying to kind of play it off a little bit, but very much so. Beverly rolling deep on their bench.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there's a camera shot, but Beverly rolling deep.
Yeah, they have 16 on their roster. And they got five assistant coaches sitting there in addition to the head coach. So that's more bodies, Saw our athletic director, Brad Buston, adding seats to the end there.
Hey, we got a couple old school folding chairs just to finish it out.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It's great to have a staff.
Yeah.
Have extra set of eyes. And you look at basketball and other sports at the highest level, the support staff is really gigantic. So anytime you can mimic that at the high school level, it's fantastic. Great move by Espinal.
Good fake out. Jaden puts one up. It goes to Lamore. Kicked hard off the back of the rim, right to the point. Now Lamore, tough take. He's going to get it back. Great hands here from Espinal. He's the one who caused that, and Lamore gets the basket.
Yeah, tough break for Beverly, as I think it was a rolled ankle. It's 2 times Beverly slipped on the floor. I mean, we just watched an entire girls' game in warm-ups. It didn't look by any stretch. I mean,
no.
I'll tell you what, from up here, if the floor is wet, we can see it from up here. I just think
the
couple of tough luck slips.
The floor of, this matte finish, it's not very glossy. There's really no,
not at all.
It's not like even Dartmouth is pretty, wow, big 3. Another one from distance. Class this time.
That one was right off the rip.
Dartmouth's gym has kind of a coating on it like the old floor did here before the renovations. Sherry trying to answer with a long ball. He's been money from the corner this season. Had the game-winning 3 ball against BR. for the conference championship
Yeah.
this year. Couldn't get that one to go. What a take. Glass with quite a few steps as well. They're being liberal with his, quote, basketball move.
Early timeout for Durfee as Beverly, very much so, come out the aggressor right off the jump. We talked about it a little bit in warm-ups, you and I, off the air. We said Beverly, big.
Yeah,
and
big.
you're seeing it. Durfee can get to the rim, relative ease. It's been their bread and butter all year, but they've struggled finishing against bigger teams. Somerset, Dartmouth,
Yeah.
Bridgewater, Raynham to an extent, getting to the rim against bigger players that collapse underneath the basket, and you're seeing that in early possessions for Durfee.
And, you know, the problem that starts to arise with that is Durfee not usually being the bigger team size-wise. You know, then you're forcing them outside, and they're trying to take three balls with guys that are towering over them. So it's not a good recipe when that happens. So Hilltoppers got to find a way to get to the basket, try to get us some quality shots, and, you know, they may have to take some contact on the way. Maybe they draw some fouls. Beverly gets into trouble. Who knows? But you can't. They're not going to be able to just rely on trying to shoot threes because it's not gonna win the game.
And don't get it twisted, Beverly's shooting really well.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a couple of, there was no question.
Stevenson baseline off balance. Wide open Espinal, and that's no good. Off the mark, but that was a beautiful pass. Design play right there. Saw the open man, and Espinal not able to knock that one down.
Durfee switch it up now to his zone. Said earlier in the night, best way to beat his zone is make shots. Beverly's done just that, but I like the idea coming out of the timeout by Joe DeCruz. Just switch something up early.
Yeah.
No need to panic. It's early in the game.
Another three
this
for
kid
Class.
Can play.
Wow.
This kid can play.
What a start.
Sophomore. He's right off the rip, not hesitating.
8 points for Class. What a start for the Panthers as we come up on already 4 minutes. Stewart, tough basket. No good, no chance for the rebound. Durfee has it, though, as that went out off of Panthers player. There were three of them in front of Stewart. There's no doubt went off of one of them.
I've been in these situations before as a coach where, you know, you say to yourself, this kid's not going to shoot like that all night, but you've got to kind of try to slow him down or he's really going to start getting loose.
Good defense from Stevenson there, slowed him up. Ball went out of bounds off of Stevenson, but it forces the inbound pass. No basket, no foul.
Yeah, Durfee needs a basket just to feel good about themselves, see the ball go through the basket right now.
Basket there, good from Zanaboni.
Not the start Durfee was looking for right now. Down a quick 12 with only 4 minutes going by.
Tough shot, and one, count it.
There's the basket that you needed right now.
100%.
Just to see it, feel good about yourself. That was a tough shot. If you have Beverly, you can live with that right there. You did everything you needed to do. Collapsed. Josh Stevenson made a nice shot. But if I'm Beverly right now, couldn't ask for a better start.
No, you're right.
And a long drive coming through the Boston area. I'm not sure if there's an easy way or a good way of coming down. I'm sure these guys after school, long bus ride, gym they don't traditionally play in. You know, it's a great start. Jacob Glass, I mean, he ain't playing like a sophomore.
No. And if he's the building blocks, oh my gosh.
Well, these guys, again.
Yeah, Beverly points-wise this season, you know, averaging kind of where Durfee's been, but obviously their schedule just totally different from the Hilltoppers. So it's very hard to compare because they're playing some really tough teams up on the North Shore.
Yeah, and you got to look at it, you know, look at the archives a little later when we get a chance. Beverly, an offensive foul. I mean, just everything going Beverly's way right now. You'll have to look at it from an archive standpoint.
Yeah.
These guys had a really, really good couple of seasons. I'm talking 18, 19 win seasons, if I'm not mistaken, not long ago. There's winning basketball in here. Long tournament runs, expectations of long tournament runs. Mm-hmm. This is good basketball up here. Every screen that they're hitting right now is hard. Every move is crisp.
Wow, Stevenson up the ladder, quickly down the court. And he's fouled.
Blocker charge. Durfee gets lucky right now.
I think
gets
so.
The slide in with the.
Beverly last year was 16-6, the 11 seed, and they made it to the Sweet 16.
And you have to look at maybe the 21 season. I mean, 16-6. That's a great season.
It is.
Stevenson makes the first. I could have sworn there was a, these guys were very much repped and shouted out quite a bit on social media for having some good ball players up that way.
So 21-22. Beverly was 8th. Let's see, where did they end up? No good. Out of bounds.
Good defensive possession
Yeah.
for Durfee right there. Maybe that's the one a little bit more contested for Jacob Glass, who's a lot bigger. I mean, he's a guard. He's a lot bigger than the Durfee guards. But for a sophomore, he is very well built.
Beverly was Division II in 2020. They moved up to D1 when we switched to the at-large.
Okay.
They were 18-2 that year, but they were Division II.
Yeah, but nonetheless.
But still, 18-2 was 18-2. They won the North Sectional for Division II.
And then COVID happened, and they didn't have an opportunity to maybe finish out. Like they may have been, they were Final Four team.
Yes, they were Final Four. And,
big time shot.
Whitman Hansen beat them. Whitman Hansen beat them in the state semis.
And then Whitman Hansen didn't have an opportunity to play a state championship.
That's correct.
Okay, so
yeah.
I knew very recently
yeah.
that these guys, I mean, and these guys.
And they were the #1 seed in 2018 as well.
Yeah, so these guys are
they know what they're doing. It's no doubt.
These guys are middle schoolers. Then watching the older guys against them, that's where tradition matters.
Sure.
Nice bounce
pass. Stewart.
Great finish.
Durfee chipping away at an early deficit here. 5-point game.
Well, it starts at the defensive end by getting a couple stops. A couple loud three-pointers makes a difference. Now we're getting a couple stops. All right, Durfee back to a man-to-man. I like them switching up. They don't traditionally switch up as quick or as often as this. I like this from them. Giving it a different look. Alvin Gasson in the game for his energy, defense.
That's no good.
Contested right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Alvin Gasson's
3-on-2
out there to do.
Stevenson. It goes. Wow, what a shot. You see why this kid's got 1,000 points on his third year.
Fast.
9 points already.
Fast, but under control.
Oh, the agility and the skill is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, really. It's hard to remember he's only a high school sophomore.
Yeah, and a high school sophomore too.
Yeah,
not old or any
right
type of staying back, holding back reclass and doing any of that. And of age.
Yeah, no, because he started as an 8th grader with Coach Shea at Bishop Conley.
Gaston right now, the energy, exactly what Durfee needed. This is where he's at his best. Ball hawking right now, energy. He's just got to make sure he doesn't get physical, pick up a second foolish one.
I 100% agree. Off-balance shot, and it was Stevenson, I think, going to get hit with this one now.
And what happens right now, Durfee chips away down 12, now down 3. Starting to see some energy, crowds into it a little bit. You still got to play calm defensively, because if you start reaching in, you start getting extra touches, you're going to put him on the free throw line for no reason. And here is Glass, missed his last 2 shots. Now we put him at the free throw line so he can see the ball go through the hoop again. So Durfee's...
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. No, but I hear what you're saying. And this is why, especially when you're not controlling the game, you have these waves here. You start off low, now you're chipping away, crowd's getting into it. First quarter's already almost done. These playoff games, when it's not a blowout, like what we just saw, they happen fast. The seconds chip away in bunches, not just 1 second at a time, or at least, theoretically it feels that way, right? Missing the second free throw, 1 for 2. Shot clock is literally like a 10th ahead of the game clock. So Ja biding his time. This is how Durfee won it
Yeah, they're gonna get an opportunity right now to get Lamore right now. I'm not really sure if he's hiding out or
they're going to
him right there.
Oh, he couldn't take it. Quickly covered up. Tough shot. There was some contact there. No foul called. 2 seconds. Trapped. No shot. Travel called, so it doesn't matter if it had gone in. Hey, you know, considering where Durfee was, to be down 19-15, the way they finished this quarter, I'll take it.
Those first couple minutes in a tournament game are really, really tough, whether you go up by a bunch or a few or down by a bunch or a few. They're really emotional, and, you know, a good mentor of mine taught me, or he had a phrase that things will always even itself out 4 or 5 minutes into a game, and then the game almost really starts. Durfee did a good job of not, and again, it can get out of hand.
Sure.
It could get out of hand in that opening, and you're like wishing it to like even out, and you're like, hey, when's it going to even out? And it doesn't, but Durfee did a good job of clawing a little bit back into it. Settled down here going into the second quarter. 4 points is nothing.
No.
And
well, you hear it a lot with NBA. Who watches the first quarter of an NBA game, right? I mean, let's be honest, right? So everybody, you know, so many people say fourth quarter starts the game. You know, it's like, well, yes and no, but theoretically, we understand what they're saying. It's the same situation what you're saying. First couple minutes of this game are probably not going to be an indicating factor of how it's going to pan out.
No, the Beverly offense, you know, those little louder than it actually was. Felt louder than it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Durfee right now settling down, going into the half-court offense.
Lucas into the game now. Lucas was not on my roster.
Right back at it. Jacob Glass right back at it. Durfee trying to spread out their offense right now.
That's no good.
Durfee right now, I think Durfee thinks Beverly's in a man, and they're not sending anybody through. Devontae Stewart, huge charge right now. Settle things down again.
Yeah.
I'm in my scout mode right now where Beverly defensively right now, I'm trying to figure out. It looks at.
So 22-15.
They're not sending anybody through. I can't. It's a zone. It looks like just a 2-3 zone right now. All right. They would just tease in the front of it. But they caused the turnovers. It's the second out of the last 3.
Yeah, James Stevenson for the Panthers getting it.
Nice little blur screen right there. That's a great little execution. Noah Diaz right there. That's the blur screen, ghost screen right there. Sprints up as he's going to go on ball screen. He just kind of fades away, bangs the 3. Nice little offensive sound. I'm actually impressed with the execution of Beverly, and right back up to 10.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, it was 4 points, 2 quick threes in less than 90 seconds, and double-digit lead again for the Panthers.
And a couple turnovers for Durfee, too. Not the way you want to. You finish the quarter off with the first strong. You know, you don't want to turn the ball over right away to start. We're going to get some chants going on from the 6 man. You know, a defense or some whoos.
We heard it towards the end of the first quarter when they were chipping away.
Sounded like loud clapping. You know.
And there was defense. We heard, you know, they were yelling too. Just Beverly's quieted the crowd here for the start here of this quarter. Stevenson with the ball. Durfee needs a nice clean possession here and some points.
It's a matchup zone right now. Nice dish again.
Yep.
Stewart, 6 points.
Hey, that's working. You got to go to what's working. And Stewart's doing well down low. He's getting open.
And Gaston's going to make sure he moves his feet, doesn't get overexcited. Durfee's going to stay on their feet. Every catch, they're off the catch really well. Great rebound.
Stevenson again. The elevation, it's like a springboard in the paint. It's amazing.
Well, I felt like Somerset, he was getting through the lane. I felt like he was trying to finish throwing one down, and it's only a matter of time. Very sneaky jumper. I mean, and that one showed you right there. It's fast, fast jumper.
Dorian D'Entremont, en français. he picks up the foul, second foul for the Panthers. Well, if you joined us late, girls with a blowout win, 30-point victory over Revere. Boys trying to win it as well.
Little confusion. Referee John Silva calls it Durfee ball. Beverly.
Yeah, Panthers did not think so. Oh, man, Stewart almost, he was not ready for that. Gasson threw it in, and nobody was looking at it. Stewart lucky that he was able to get that ball. It would have been a sure turnover.
10 on the clock for Durfee. Now we're under 5 seconds.
Espinal stripped.
Great,
Glass taking it back.
great defense by Beverly.
Open. 3. Good. Another long ball.
Diaz again this time right now.
That's his third from outside by my count.
5 threes or 6, Ev? Makes.
By my count, unofficially 6 on the night for the team.
That's a great start.
No, my bad. 7. 7.
Even better.
Because they've had 3. Make it. Oh, that's for 2. Okay. They've had 3 in this second.
And you see Beverly just good, genuine confidence on every shot right now.
Yeah.
And they're taking it to the defensive end.
Stevenson out to Lucas. Lucas can't take the shot. The defense of the Panthers is their quickness out of bounds. Their quickness is what we saw from Durfee girls in the first game.
Yeah, very much so.
It's the same thing. It's relentless. They're not giving Durfee an opportunity.
And they're making shots. Every shot's with confidence too. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a hope I go in. It's with confidence.
Yeah. Well, Toppers with just 2 points here as we come up on the halfway mark of the second. Just 2 points in this quarter to Beverly's 11. Make it 13.
And here's where we talk about we could get out of hand quick.
Is that Diaz again?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's up to 11 already. Stewart, tough take, no good. A lot of contact.
Now they're out running. That's a tough call. Obviously, hometown me will take it. Boom. We'll take it. I'm on my Tommy Heinsohn. We'll take it, but the basketball brain in me was wow.
I'm glad you commented. I'm just going to sit back and watch. Stevenson, that's a big basket. That hopefully will spark a little bit of confidence as well. He's up to 11.
Yeah, right now he's the only one putting the ball in the basket at a consistent level right now.
Yeah.
The offense is very 1 pass max, 2 pass max. Diaz is balling right now. These 2 guys for Beverly are balling right now. And right now there's some body language issues with Durfee right now. Like they haven't seen this type of compete level.
No. No shot.
And that's what this is right now. Diaz, Glass, they're ready to compete.
Mm-hmm. Foul was against Diaz. It's his first, third for the team. And inbounds to Stevenson. Had to really go high on the inbound pass to get it to him. Espinal trying to get some space. Now Lamore. Back to Espinal. He's put up a couple long balls that haven't fallen, a little off the mark. Wow, the whole Panthers bench.
That's a great defense. It's a great defensive segment for Beverly.
It is. No, it totally is. They wanted the charge.
I'll tell you what, Josh Stevens right now keeping them in the game as far as being poised and ready to match the compete level that Beverly's ready to bring.
He's going to the free throw line for 2.
And Beverly's just, they're bigger. You look at them standing next to each other. I mean, Ben Sherry's our biggest player. I mean, there's guards his size right now. They come, everybody's bigger, but it's almost March. It's out the window.
The size mismatch reminds me a little bit of the Franklin game 2 years ago when we were out there. Seriously, I mean, Durfee has the speed, the agility, but
no, these guys are fast too.
But that's what I'm saying. These guys have that too, but they have the height advantage. They have the size.
I'll tell you what, speed-wise, these aren't some. We're not playing good old country boy. Throw it down low.
No,
jog it up. These guys are fast.
Another timeout here. 2:53 remaining in this first half.
Important 2 minutes and 53 seconds for both teams right now. If you're Beverly on the road as the lower seed in a gym you don't normally play in, you come out this great, you want to close out the first half well. Durfee right now, I'm setting a goal, a small obtainable goal. Let's make sure we're under 10. You know, because under 10 is 3 possessions.
Sure.
You know, 8, 7, obviously, that's great. But let's, at the very least, let's make sure we're under 10, which is 2 possessions, 2 buckets.
Yeah.
But we got to have a short attainable goal right now. Here. Not the start Durfee wanted it.
Well, Durfee showed they can get some points in waves as well because they chipped away. They were down by 12 at one point. They ended the first quarter down just 19-15, but still, Beverly has really upped their offensive production. 3 for Class, that's long. So he's got a little cold, his shooting from the field. Stevenson gonna give it to Gaston. Oh boy, Stevenson almost fell down and traveled, somehow kept composure. Down the court, Diaz. 2 more.
Balling.
12 points this quarter for Diaz. Lamore flips one up.
Big basket, important basket. Scares me though that we're gonna go into the one pass, try to get it in, you know.
Yeah.
Good basket, important basket.
Class calling for it now, going to Ryan for 2.
These guys, all shots within their system too. They're catching and they know right when it's going up.
38-23, 90 seconds. Gaston can't get that one to go.
They're just out also beating Durfee down the floor right now. This is the second time. They're just beating them. They're not getting down the floor right now. This is gonna be 20 if Durfee can't settle in.
Stevenson rubbing shoulders. Finally gets, I mean, what does it take for him to get a call too? 3 guys are on him.
Tommy Heinsohn, the homer. Let's get him to the free throw line. My basketball brain right now says that was a bailout, but right now, offensively, Stevenson
15
playing with
foul.
confidence. You know, see if he can slow it down and get it at the free throw line, as he does.
So the Panthers are maxed out on fouls here. It was the second foul for Ryan. And so for the next minute 13, any other fouls will put Durfee at the line. This will cut it back to 15. And Stevenson is 7 for 7 at the line in this game, hasn't missed. Add Stewart's 2 for 2. Durfee 9 for 9 at the free throw line.
Does Durfee only have 2 people that have scored, Stewart and Stevenson?
Lamore
might have a bucket too.
Lamore has 2 field goals. And that's it, though.
Again, 10 or under is obtainable.
We got to get Espinal. Got to get him into a rhythm here. They need his offense. Sherry trying for the rebound. just out jumped there.
Beverly going to take a little bit of the air out of the basketball right now. Get a good one. Still 12 seconds on the shot clock right now. Durfee's got fouls to give, but
they didn't give one there. Long three, quick jumper is no good. 15 seconds, and Espinal will take it back for Durfee. Hilltoppers need this last basket here before the half. They kick it out to Stewart. He's going to take the three well off the mark to the right. And a foul on the floor away from the shot on the rebound. Going to put Sherry at the line for two. Diaz picking up his second foul. Sherry hits the free throw. There is 3.8 seconds on the clock.
Now, plenty of time if Durfee's not paying attention to for Beverly to sneak one off.
Both shots made. Durfee 11 for 11 at the line. Class off the glass. Durfee down 13 at the half in what was a pretty quick first half. 40-27. All right, Brendan. 21 points in that second quarter for Beverly. They shot at will.
Yeah, there's a different compete level right now. Those two guards, I'll tell you what, Ev, those are two of the best guards we've seen all year.
Oh, yeah.
Period. They came to play, shooting the ball with confidence. Jacob Glass right off the jump was tremendous. Cooled down a little bit. Still in double figures. Noah Diaz. Those are big guards. Very impressed with Beverly. State tournament, going in. This is a good basketball school. 13 is nothing. You come out of the locker room one of two ways. You're feeling sorry for yourself and your season's, over, and I'm washing uniforms and putting them away tomorrow.
No,
or
can't be.
You can battle back.
It can't be. You're at home. You have the crowd on your side. They have come from behind before. The problem is we've seen a bit of a third quarter slump a few times. There is no room for that tonight. They need to come out here full steam when we come back.
Yeah, it's also going to be all layers of basketball too, not just scoring or just defense.
Sure.
It's going to be that side out of bounds on all the above.
All right, that's a good word. Halftime here of Game 2 tonight. Boys trailing by 13. We'll be back right after this. Take a look at our sports recruitment video here, our feature for the athletic department. Become a Hilltopper tomorrow if you want. Off. Back to Romero. Romero forges ahead. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Coming in, you're really scared. You might be a little nervous, but I think being a part of a team gives you friends who can come with you all the way through high school, and then coaches looking out for you. I think as an athlete, you can improve and learn the art of dedication.
That shot taken. Cadet will take the shot and score.
Hard work pays off. From my freshman year, starting off hardly knowing anything about sports to now my junior year, having almost all the school records in track and field. I feel like this school shows a lot of opportunities in classrooms and out of classrooms.
1, 2, 3, Durfee!
High flip to Espinal. Open three. Got it! Big time hit from Granham.
Durfee has such a great community, such great pride. We're people who love to be here. We love to compete. We love to play, and it's such a great opportunity.
Corralled by Camara, full steam ahead. Weaving through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good! Camara, coast to coast!
I've made a lot of great friends playing sports. I really appreciate how it fosters a community amongst all of the athletes, even in between sports seasons.
Good pass up the field, gets some good backspin on it, and it is a loose ball, shot, and it's good! To tie it, it's good! Medeiros on the PK!
You have a lot of support and a lot of people around you. It's a good environment, especially the sports teams.
Great. O'Connell with the three, and the lead is over 30.
I know how much pride it takes to be a topper, so it made me work harder so I can be more successful.
It's really great to just be able to learn accountability, reliability, just getting involved in school, and I feel like the best way to do that is to join a sport.
In the air in a deep left field. Coppola heading back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run home run for Montilla, and it's a 2-run game.
Hi, Fall River. I'm Ryan Lyons, the Chief Elections Official for the City of Fall River. There are some very important changes heading into 2024 that I would like to make you aware of. The City Council has recently adopted an order approving my list of changes that relocates 8 voting precincts. If your precinct is included, you should have received a notice in the mail from my office. These changes take effect immediately. Voters in precincts 3A and 3B will now cast their ballots at Good Shepherd Parish Hall, located at 1598 South Main Street. Precinct 4A has been relocated to the Matthew J. Cuss Middle School. Voters should enter via the Shaw Street entrance. Precincts 5B and 6C will now vote at St. Anthony of the Desert Church Hall, located at 300 Northeastern Avenue. And lastly, voters in precincts 8B, 8C, and 9A, your new polling location is Bristol Community College, Building G. In addition to direct mailings, I'll be posting signage at the former polling locations as a reminder to voters. Entrances to the new polling places will be clearly marked. And of course, the good news about our new locations, parking lots are now available for your convenience. Handicap parking will be reserved for voters as well. Please remember that our first election this year is the presidential primary, which will be held on Tuesday, March 5th. As you may be aware, voting by mail is now an option to all registered voters. Voters will receive an application in the mail from the Office of Secretary Galvin. If you have any questions or need assistance, please reach out to my office at 508-324-2630. My staff and I look forward to assisting you. Thank you very much, Fall River, and please remember to get out and vote on Election Day. It is the very lifeblood of our republic.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
We welcome you back to the Luke Urban Fieldhouse as we have hit the second half of Game 2 tonight. Girls already victorious for Durfee. The boys with quite a bit of work to do, Brendan. They're down by 13, and despite cutting it a little bit at the end of the first quarter, Beverly dominated the second quarter, built up their lead, and really are outplaying Durfee in every facet. The Hilltoppers need an answer right out of the chute here, or they're going to be down, as you said. They're going to be down 20 before they can blink, and they're going to start the buses.
Yeah, I'm sure some of my catchphrases can be annoying at times, but good starts, good finishes. This is imperative for Durfee for a good start right now.
Yeah.
Because with the confidence that Beverly came out with right away, just a little faster and stronger. This is very, very important. Defensively, Durfee's going to get a couple stops, string the stops together, and they got to get a couple buckets.
And Beverly has the ball to start this second half.
And it's got to be done in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the winner of this one will go to Lowell on Thursday for a 6 o'clock game. Lowell is the 9th seed, 14-6 in the regular season. And you were talking to me beforehand. Their opponent, their schedule, their conference is just really very, very tough.
Merrimack Valley, probably the best basketball conference in the state. They've got multiple top 10 teams and a lot of teams that aspirations of state championships.
Right.
Not just being here or winning a game, or the aspirations of state championships.
And you see, right there is an example of when things aren't necessarily working for you. That ball rides the rim. It can go one way or the other. It doesn't fall. You're going to settle for 2 shots for Sherry instead of a possible, 3-point situation. It's just the best he can do. It's 2 at the line. 3rd foul against Ryan. First team foul here to open the second half.
Yeah, those are the tough basketball god plays that you're right. Things are going well for Durfee. That's an and 1, and we're going nuts. And now it literally rolls out.
Yeah.
And he didn't not go up strong. He went up strong. It's just that's one of those old school, I guess, bad bounce. Literally.
Stevenson can't get the rebound. Now the ball loose again. It looks like it's a turnover. Was it a travel? Or did he step out of? Oh, I think he might have stepped out of bounds when he was on the ground.
Yeah, but that whole play was the aggressor from of Beverly.
So Durfee with getting the turnover into Stewart. Spin move in the paint. Doesn't go.
Great curl.
Oh, beautiful. And it goes. You heard one of the Durfee defenders there hand on the ball, and the ball still went through. There was no foul. Sherry down low. Going to get a jump ball out of this? Yeah. Couldn't get it free. Durfee will have possession.
A lot of people in the gym quiet right now. Durfee's got to, and here we are. We're hitting that 2-minute mark where I was hoping.
Stevenson That ought to wake up the crowd a bit.
Big and one. He needs somebody to, and he's pleading in the paint area right now, pleading like, come on.
It's only him.
Come join me.
He has 15 points in the first half, now 17.
William Rivera, some
Yeah.
early minutes right now. I like Coach DeCruz trying to bring some bench energy right now.
Stevenson.
Rivera is a energy player, hustle, put back guy, dive on the floor type of guy. Exactly what they need. Still only 13 points right now.
It feels like a lot.
Stops.
Feels like a lot more than that.
And here we go.
Ripped out of the hands. Rivera, who just came in, you said Diaz Rivera not able to hold on to it.
Big rebound, but ripped
Yeah.
out of his hands, unfortunately.
Stevenson, by the way, with that free throw, 8 for 8 now, and he's up to 18 points. Class.
Great spacing by Beverly right there. There was so much room to work with.
Lead back to 15. Lamore out to Stewart. Comes in the arc for 2. Ends up being a little long. Is it kicked back out? Durfee's first foul. And it's against Diaz Rivera. Tipped and taken away. Stevenson down the court. Charge. Oh, no, I'm sorry, no foul.
Travel.
I'm calling the travel. Yes, I'm sorry. I missed the call.
That was full steam ahead. A little bit better ball pressure right now, Jaden Espinal.
Oh, poked away again. This time Durfee has it. Nice job by Diaz Rivera.
We're not getting anything super fancy defensively right now from Beverly. Just kind of playing a half court. Durfee trying to set some high ball screen a little bit.
Quick 3 from Espinal. That one no good. Lamore, rebound. Espinal will draw the foul. It'll be the third against the Panthers.
Durfee trying to get a little bit of that same motion and action that Beverly was doing. It's a high ball screen, make sure that the floor is spaced well.
Espinal has not been to the line tonight, has no points tonight. When have we said that? And a tough night for him. Chance to get in the book right now.
Yeah, let's put it this way. You get this deep into a season right now, teams are doing their homework. They know Jaden Espinal is one of them, the main scorers, and you know it's been made a point by Beverly to limit them, limit Jaden as much as they can.
I mean, the good news is Stevenson's answering the call, but he can't do it alone. That's that's the whole thing. Stewart with 6, Lamore with 4, and I mean that's basically it. It's all Stevenson.
Big miss on the free throw line, slow things down a tad for Beverly.
Both miss. Stevenson gives them a taste of their own medicine. Stripped, Lamore, basket, good.
Important part of the quarter right now.
Oh yeah.
Again, on both ends, you know, can you hold it on the road, and then can you chip away? The good news is we've seen this a few times from Durfee, being able to come back.
Yeah. Wow, what a What a system right there they just ran.
Well, great touch. I thought maybe a little happy feet that they let him play through. Durfee's having a tough time right now. Looks like his matchup right now looks like traditional zone, but they're giving it different looks and way out in front.
That's frustrating.
Beverly wants to call a timeout after the positive.
Yeah.
And you're right. Frustration is a word. You get it down to 11, and then you
throw it away,
and then it's 15, just like that.
So 50-35, and we are in the timeout here.
And we're in a quiet gym right now.
Yeah, the atmosphere is completely different.
It is a
completely different from an hour ago.
It is a quiet gym right now, and even the Beverly section right now, which is a nice section. They made a nice little travel.
Yeah, they sure did.
It is. It's quiet in here right now. It's crowd's almost shell shocked right now. It's all attainable and all within reach, but you know. Playoffs a different animal. You know, you got to have energy right from the jump. Once the music stops in warm-ups, you start that first quarter, it's going, and it starts and closes and halftime, and it's hard. There's a lot of layers to it.
Do you feel, and I just wonder this, I mean, that's no good. Espinal can't buy one from the field right now. They'll get it back. Good rebound from Stewart. A nice putback from Gaston. Do you feel that, you know, the boys, their routine a little different tonight? They weren't just sitting in the gym watching JV on and off and rotating. They were all standing watching girls the whole time.
No, I don't think any of that.
You think there's any routine thing? No?
No, I don't think anything from, no. And that's coming from Mr. Routine himself. So
well, that's why I'm asking. I mean, you are the guy.
No. No,
Foul against Stevenson there.
I don't think cheering on your teammates has any effect on the way you're playing basketball. And that's a lot coming from me. This is execution at its finest. Great out-of-bounds play.
Yep. Diaz again. Diaz up to 17 points.
Little flex cut from Beverly.
Class with 18. Tied for the game high with that man, Stevenson, for Durfee. Underneath to Stewart. Blocked. Flying in was D'Entremont.
Incredible pass, even better finish.
Wow, Diaz.
Diaz, that is transition fast break.
Noah Diaz.
Noah Diaz.
He said Laz Diaz. You know who that is? Major League Baseball umpire. You're thinking baseball already.
Too early.
That's a good one. That's good. Pierce with his second foul. Big stretch. Espinal. Stevenson gets it back.
Second big block.
And big block. Now Gaston picks it out of the air. Throws it away. Sloppy. Couldn't hold it. Almost trying to do too much. Saw Stewart. Took his eye off the ball. Mishandled it.
Closeout time in the third right now. You're going to see Beverly take the clock down a little bit, but just execution, high ball screen.
That's going to count.
I'll tell you what, when you have somebody that can create his own shot like that with so much space,
yeah,
it is really, really tough to guard.
20 points for Class and a chance to make it a 20-point lead as Lamore picks up his first foul. Durfee at 4, Panthers at 4.
This kid can play.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about, you know, you busted me about my excitement of playing other teams. You know, as a basketball fan, you get to see other people from other parts of the state that, you know, unless a YouTube clip came across somewhere, I never get a chance to see this kid play in person. And now I'm going to remember this name, and I'm going to pay attention the next couple of years where this kid, you know, goes. I'm beyond impressed with this kid.
Oh, no,
Sophomore.
I mean, 100%. And, you know,
he don't look like a sophomore either. He's jacked.
Oh, yeah, he is. I mean, it's nice. No, I agree with you. I don't mind seeing the new teams either. Another block.
So third block in the last 4 possessions. Like clean basketball blocks.
Yeah. But I don't mind the new teams either. I mean, because, I mean, let's face it. We see Brockton, New Bedford, BR.
We're sick of them.
We see them enough.
Shout out. We like you guys, but
It's true, though.
We're sick of you.
We see them enough. And we've had enough playoff runs, too, enough seasons where we had to see them like 3 times in a season. Like last year, BR and our girls squaring off 3 times in the season. We saw it in baseball a couple years ago. I mean, yeah, no, please. Give me somebody new. That will not go.
Good job following the shot.
He got it back. Lamore now wanted it. Out to Espinal.
Lamore and Espinal have had a real tough time getting their shot off, let alone going in.
Taken away. Jaden and Gaston forced the travel. Gaston got in front of him, and then Patience forced the travel. That's a great job right there. Good instincts to hold up.
Yep, he knew there was going to be a jump. He was going to kind of give that sneaky, but he had a little bit of happy feet beforehand. He almost got it right back.
Yeah, again. Well, this is what happens now. You build the lead, and you can be a little more handsy, a little crazier defensively. You have that room to, you have that bit of leverage, if you will. Gaston with the rebound.
And you look up, 19, and it was just 20. I mean, fast.
Yeah. 5th foul for the Panthers will max them out. It's the 3rd foul against Danny Pierce, who's been very good defensively here this quarter, and looks like he's going to end up checking out here. There's 2 Panthers ready to come back in, or come into the game, I should say, as Gaston goes to the line. Indeed, Pierce will leave, as well as James Stevenson. Silva and Sullivan coming in for, Sullivan and Ryan coming in. Ryan with 3 fouls, checking back in for the Panthers. Gaston gets the 2nd one to go. And now Eric Lucas will check in for him.
Durfee with a little bit of full court pressure. Beverly under control in the half-court set. Espinal's all over him. I'm surprised they're not making a foul call.
That's about as much contact as you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
he's putting his arm out right now. I mean, they're both kind of doing 2 wrong, so they're not going to call anything.
Jumper for 2 is no good. Stevenson, 15 seconds.
Plenty of time for a clean, good shot.
10 seconds. Driving. It'll go. What a game this kid's having, I'll tell you.
Yeah, in his first, playoff for Durfee. And again, we don't need to look it up, but did Conley go to the tournament last year or the year before? I mean, this is such a could potentially be.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. He didn't play in front of this many people last year.
No.
If they played with Bishop Conley. So this is
22 points for Josh Stevenson. He's got half of Durfee's point total.
Yeah, I mean, he's still keeping them alive pretty much. And I don't like using this terminology these days, single-handedly, because there's just so much that goes into it. But we're as close to single-handedly as we can get.
Well, it was a 13-point lead at the half. It's now a 15-point lead after 3. Durfee getting 12 points here in the 3rd.
And I'm hoping very much so that it felt louder than it was, but I think it was as loud as it felt.
Excuse me, not 15 points in the 3rd for Durfee.
And for all the points Durfee's getting too, they have to earn everything.
Yeah.
This is very much the flip of what we saw the first game, where Durfee, off of every catch, is having a really hard time settling in. And You know,
Panthers will inbound and get possession here to start the fourth quarter. The Hilltoppers with an upward climb here.
nice little elevator action right there. And it's great now. You're seeing Beverly now. They're going into, not deep into that playbook, but you're starting to show some different looks offensively. Great little elevator action there.
Out of bounds. Stevenson touched it last. And again, the winner of this one will go to Lowell on Thursday. 6 o'clock game in the round of 32. Lowell was the 9 seed coming into the bracket, got the bye for the prelim, and finished 14-6.
That's a big fieldhouse gym, I believe, too. It's one if I've ever been. My parents took me when I was really, really, really young to like the old Christmas tournament or something like that. I don't remember. I'm usually pretty good at that stuff.
I haven't been there.
Other than that, it's a gym I've never been to, but I think it's very big. Like, might be bigger than the field house here.
Maybe like Taunton.
Different, I think.
Yeah.
Good sports up that way.
Yeah.
Good wrestling. Sure. Good volleyball on both the guys and the girls. Good basketball.
Dartmouth is a sneaky big field house too, because they don't have bleachers on one side, so it feels even bigger.
When my wife worked at Dartmouth, we used to have the not argument, but converse sometimes. What field house is bigger? And you're right.
I think Dartmouth is a little wider than this.
It's super duper close.
Yeah, I think it's a little wider than this. I don't know that the length is really any different.
But Lowell big gym, but good sports up that way. Great sports up that way.
Stevenson has it stripped. Gets the shot off, no good. Still jostling for the ball. Who wants it? Guess who? Class comes away with it. Going to pass it off to Diaz.
Great pass.
Look at that. Oh, and it won't go. Batted away. Durfee will take it back. Stevenson.
Still a great fast break. And Stevenson, he is working so hard.
Yeah.
For his baskets right now. And you know what? If you're Beverly, you're living with the points he's getting, because it's not uncontested. It's it's tough buckets. So I mean, yeah, he's gonna have a stat line, but I'll tell you what, Beverly made him work.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with Lucas right now.
Lucas. Oh, Stewart kept it in, but nobody there to help him. Class able to take it. Oh, Stevenson almost got that one back.
I'll tell you
what.
Now
he fouls.
I'm impressed with Danny Pierce, number 20 for Beverly, playing a great role. Beverly's role players have really done a nice job too. Whether it's getting some loose balls, all right. We had 3 out of 5 possessions earlier in the second half that were clean block shots.
Timeout, Panthers. See, took a little bit of time to get that inbounds.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that, clock is ticking right now and it's in the Panthers' favor. Want to make sure that this is as clean of a finish as possible. Don't give Durfee any chance of breathing room. They're going to make sure they're organized out of a side out of bounds.
Well, this Durfee team, if things stay the way it is, team's going to look a lot differently next year. So many seniors that are moving on after this season.
Yeah, we talked about it with the girls coming in the weird 2021 year. These seniors, the undefeated freshman team.
Yeah, that's right.
Came in with Josan Sannon as well. I mean, it was that weird, I don't know, they played 11 games that year.
Who, by the way, is making 10 games. They did, or 8 or 10, because they did conference only. But we talk about Josan, by the way, who's making a big splash out in Vermont. Well. I mean, ridiculous.
Nationwide.
Yeah, nationwide. I mean, he's like, I think they said he's ranked top 10 in the nation right now. It's good for him. That's so awesome.
Unbelievable. I mean, they're talking mock drafts.
Yeah,
like
it's
first
unbelievable.
round
I
NBA
know.
picks, but nonetheless, these guys came in just like the girls. You know, uncertainty, 8th grade. They're sent home in March, and you know these guys are close too. I have them all in class. I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorite groups of guys I've had in a long time, just as people. And
well, we said the expectations were extremely high because of the level of talent.
Yeah.
And I maintain it. It is.
Well, they got 6 minutes right now to throw everything in the kitchen sink to try to creep back into this.
Lucas with tons of pressure, just like Espinal had on class a couple minutes ago.
15 seconds on the shot clock and a bailout right now. Shot clock resets.
That's Stewart's 3rd foul, and it is Durfee's 3rd foul.
But going back, this is one of my favorite groups I've had in a while. Just nice guys. Love talking hoops with them. Good dudes. It's a big stop for Durfee right here, you know, and see if they get a loud 3-pointer at 10.
Class sends one up. What a rebound. Now Diaz looks good. That's no good. A little long. Stevenson taken right away.
Pierce, what I say.
Wow.
Playing his role.
Lucas down to Lamore. That's no good. Now Espinal gets it back.
Doesn't need to be a 3, fellas. It does not need to be a 3. They think the 3 is going to be a 4-pointer. Just get something going to the rim, move the ball a little bit.
Espinal cannot get one to go. Out to Stevenson now. Pulls back. Lucas will drive the lane. No shot. He's fouled. It's on the floor. It'll be the 3rd for the Panthers.
You know, your initial reaction if you're Durfee is you want that next one to be a 3. 13
I
to
know.
10.
Yeah, right.
Get a good one. Get a good one. Get some movement on it.
Shot clock resets. Espinal inbounds to Lucas. Jaden quickly covered up there by Class.
Yeah, their closeouts. This is Maggie O'Connell type of closeouts right now for Beverly.
Yeah.
And that is a true compliment. Early on the floor, they want the NBA continuation. Type of call that doesn't go your way when things aren't going your way.
Mm-hmm.
That's
second straight against Dion Tremont.
That's that Ben Sherry rollout to start the first quarter, you know, instead of the and one.
Right.
Right there. You want the continuation. We're side out, not out of bounds. Beverly's sneaky right now, kind of chopping this game down with a few good defensive possessions.
That's a late whistle. That came in rather late.
Soft whistle.
Yeah. Max is out.
And
the Panthers.
John's a good ref, too.
And that's Diaz's 4th foul. Lucas will take 2. And Durfee will have free throws now for the last 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Got to make him.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Got to make him. Lucas hits the first. Hilltoppers with just 2 misses tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. This is going to be number 20 here. They've only missed twice. 18 for 20 at the line. You think about it, thank goodness for those free throws. Where would the score be? Because they're having so much trouble from the field. Every shot, it's so contested.
20.
That's incredible.
Got to get the rebound off of a tough forced shot on the floor for Durfee, yes. 20 free throws. Good things usually happen when you go to the free throw line for 20
I know.
times.
That's what I mean. Stevenson picks up his 4th foul.
How many attempts?
Oh, no, excuse me. My bad. Espinal picking up his first.
How many free throw attempts has Beverly had?
Beverly, 2, 3, 5.
We need to hire a statistician.
5 free throws for Beverly.
Wow.
2 made. Everything's been from
I'm
the
going to
field.
tell you that.
Yeah.
As a coach, you're looking at a 20-5 differential.
Yeah.
Differential, and you're up double figures.
No, it's unbelievable. It just shows you the shooting tonight for Beverly and how prolific.
Well, and that's also, I mean, just because you've sent Durfee to the line 20 times, that doesn't mean you played bad defense. As a matter of fact, that's just a sign of physicality and a different level of physicality, for Beverly.
That's Stevenson's 4th foul, and now Durfee has maxed out. So free throws for half a quarter here.
A chance to extend this game for a little while.
And Class still gets it to go. Enough spin on it.
We don't have much.
Pretty quiet here.
Ooze for the free throw.
Miss. It was loud earlier. Lucas.
Out of control, but we'll take it going to the free throw line. Now, both teams are going to have to dig in a little bit better defensively right now. This is going to be a marathon of an ending.
I haven't said anything about time or pace or anything, okay? I'm just putting that out there, okay?
The Evan Massoud pace of play chart.
Oh, goodness. That foul was against Class, just his 2nd tonight. Lucas missing the free throw for Durfee. Second one goes on a 1 for 2.
Yeah, Ev, we are very much so.
Gracious.
And from a strategic standpoint, too, Durfee's going to really kind of put their head down and try to get to the rim, as they should.
You wanted Booze. You're getting him now.
Yeah. I'm kind of sure it was the correct call, but we'll take what we can get. Because we finally got a little bit from the 6th man, so we'll take what we can get. We got a little bit of stomping going on. Here we go.
Four minutes to go, 11 points, shouldn't be that much. Both free throws miss, the putback no good, Espinal.
And we're going to the free throw line. Jump ball, Durfee. Everything's going to have to go right for Durfee right now. They're going to have the possession arrows in their favor. They're going to have to knock down free throws. They're going to have a couple of weird things happen.
See, here's the thing, though. If Durfee cuts this to under 10 now you've got the crowd back into it. It's going to be kind of a wild last 4 minutes unless Beverly goes off and it gets back to like 17.
Very much so.
Or you give it away. Lucas trying to do too much. It's tough. He's in traffic. I get it, but man, you needed that possession to have points, period. You got bailed out on the jump ball, 2 free throw misses. Lucas will make up for it here. That's a good pass and a good layup.
If I'm Beverly, I'm calling a timeout right now and settle our guys in. They're fouling every play down right now. They're doing some unorthodox things.
Class's 3rd foul, 2nd straight.
They're winning.
I know. That's the thing. They're winning. Gaston.
This is 2 free throws.
Yeah.
2 free throws.
We've been maxed out on fouls. Why is he not going to the line?
Because it may have been a loose ball one.
Yeah, it was a loose ball. Out to Gaston as Lucas comes off. Quick 3. Got it! Gaston! It's an 8-point game. Timeout.
You said it. We're in for a wild one to finish. Gaston, not traditionally a three-point shooter.
Go figure.
Shot that one with confidence. Crowd's into it a little bit. Everything's going to have to go right for Durfee right now. And they're going to need a little luck. But they got to play in settle-down defense. No fouls. 3 minutes, 13 seconds is a long time if you allow it to be. Big shot, Alvin Gaston.
Wow. He just came in, too. He hasn't been out there.
He hasn't.
It's been Lucas. They've been the platoon. Gaston did not start.
No, good minutes.
Did he start? No.
He did not.
He did not start, sorry. Sherry started. But it's been Sherry, Gaston, and Lucas kind of platooning in that spot tonight. We haven't seen Sherry play as many minutes as he has been, which honestly I was a little surprised by.
Free throws are going to be gigantic, and this 5, taking away the 1-and-1, which would probably be already.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. The Panthers have hit just 2 of their last 7 free throws. Durfee on the other side, nailing them.
Free throws are important, man, and they're important to practice, and I always used to try to do them in the middle of practice.
Yeah.
Where, instead of the end, the old school way is, when you're tired, just like in the game. The way sometimes people are wired, it's like, practice is almost done.
Yeah.
You gotta, I don't know. This is gonna be important free throw shooting for both teams.
I mean, Durfee has not allowed.
You gotta finish the defensive possession right here.
Lost the ball. Stevenson needs help. Gonna go to Espinal.
Great time.
Finally.
Great time for his first basket. 6-point game. We've got to settle in and not foul because we're excited. Very. Here's your free throws, Ev.
Yep. Espinal gonna get hit with his second foul. You're gonna stand now. You get nervous?
I'm gonna stand.
You get nervous now?
Come on, I'm not on camera.
No, I don't care.
Everybody didn't need to know that.
Well, that's all right.
I'm just stretching. I want to sit back down. You got to be self-conscious, Av.
In and out.
Important time, all the time and score stuff you practice all year.
Diaz, 1 for 2 at the line. Just the third make in 9 tries. Lamore wants it. Got it! 4-point game!
Big miss by Beverly right there. That's definitely not the guy you wanted to leave open.
And
he's done that.
They haven't left him open all night. Diaz. Oh, it's close to out of bounds. That doesn't go.
There was the stuff I was saying.
Yep.
You needed everything to go right and a little luck. Here's the luck right here.
Crowd is wild.
Things need
2
to
minutes.
settle down. We don't need a 3.
2 minutes to go.
But we'll take one
But they're going
anyway.
to take one if Lamore can hit it. In and out. No good.
There's no need for a foul. He put him on there for 2 with a lot of time. I think it was a timeout first, Evan, maybe not.
Nope, it's a foul. It's Lamore.
Hey, let's play the basketball gods type thing. You lose Somerset early in the year in a game like this. You lose a game like this, Dartmouth early in the year, to win this one.
Well,
to win this one. You talk about learning from losing. There you go, fellas. Here we are.
Class has missed his last 3. Make it 4.
Here we are, fellas. We've been in this situation. Go get this one. Big, big, big blockouts right now.
This is as wild as I've ever experienced the Fieldhouse, Brendan. I'm telling you. Class 1 for 2. And it's 62-57. 1:40 to play. It's a 2-possession game. Got it! Jaden Espinal! 2-point game! The threes have fallen.
We've got a lot of time
92 seconds and a bench warning.
But here we go, Evan. Here we go, Evan. We have the free throw situation is ginormous.
And it's in Durfee's favor right now, I'm telling you. Open, Diaz. Basket.
Great press break.
And a timeout.
Early score, though.
Yeah, I mean, it actually helps Durfee in a way.
It's not a terrible thing right there. Great press break. Great getting out into the open court. But they did it quick.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, you're the ones with the lead, and you've been shooting at will all night.
Yeah, but
you want to hold that ball for a bit.
Well, that goes back to what we were talking about a couple hours ago now. Continue to play within the flow or do things that you haven't done. I think it's a great job by Beverly of just playing in the flow. So what? You know, now they play defense. But
yeah, true. No, and that's true. You make Durfee hit the shot. The problem is everything's getting called a foul right now, and Durfee's hitting the free throws.
This is my favorite type of basketball right now. This is time and score right now. A minute 26. You can make this an eternity. You do this the right way by making shots. We'd be here till 10 o'clock.
It's quarter past 9 here.
But everybody's got to be under control. This is tough right now. Crowd's into it. It's loud. Couple emotional shots. Avante Lamore, Jaden Espinal, emotional shots. Let's take a deep breath.
Stevenson will set the play here. Lamore gets the pass. They're not going to leave him open again. Tough shot. Heard a whistle.
John Silva's light whistle.
Well, lately, though. It wasn't all game.
Yeah, light whistle. Going to the free throw. And so this is very, 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 very interesting. Noah Diaz, 5th foul.
Yeah, he's out. That's a
huge depending
loss.
on 1 or 1A as far as their most lethal scorer right now.
That is such, because he just scored the last basket for the Panthers. That is a massive loss for this team, for a kid that was lighting it up in the second quarter. He finishes with 22 points. And you know what? Hey, they didn't want to leave Lamore open, obviously, so they went to him, and Durfee got it to Lamore. He drew the foul. 2 shots.
Another player that I'll be paying attention to, fouling. That kid's a good player.
This is Lamore's first trip to the line tonight. Out of all the free throws we've had, he's the only one that hasn't been to the line. That is not going to go. The stretch from Gaston. Ball is loose and picked up by Ryan. Durfee can't get the rebound. That should be a foul, and it was not called one now.
Not the worst thing.
No. Hey, Stevenson saying he went out of bounds, but it would.
I'm not sure if he went out of bounds because of the Gaston belly bump, but again, not a bad thing. So
no, he was out of bounds.
Pressure's off right now. There's no 1-on-1.
And he hits it. I was going to say, he was cold for a bit. You're not going to expect him to keep missing free throws either. That's the whole thing.
This kid's a ball player.
Yeah. So now it's a 2-possession game. You hope he misses one here, but it could be 5 points in a second. It is. So just like that, missed rebound on the other side for Durfee. You're down by 5. A minute to go. 1:05.
It doesn't need to be 3.
There's a foul.
Make the free throws. The time.
Class's 4th foul, his 3rd in the 4th quarter. And Espinal going to the free throw line.
Make this a 3-point game. Got to make your free throws.
Espinal has gone once. It was in the 3rd. He was 2 for 2. That one dribbles in.
Since we don't have a statistician, Ev, what is the timeout situation for each team? Do you not?
I haven't been tracking that. Not tonight, I haven't been. Both free throws made. Timeout.
Time and score. Execution, time and score. Now the atmosphere is great. I guess better late than never, but.
Well, I mean, the middle quarters were just. Durfee wasn't doing it.
Well,
Let's be honest.
You're right. A lot of it's predicated on the home root for the home team, and
I mean, Beverly has just 2 from the field in this quarter. That's it. Durfee's doing their job. They have clawed back in this one. They've already put up 21 points here in the 4th. They've held Beverly to 9.
I'm going to tell you this. Take an open 3 if it's there, but you keep getting to the rim. Now the referees are anticipating is the wrong word, but kind of, they get into the free throw line pretty much at will right now.
They are, but you can't keep settling for 2. We need some. They're not even getting to the rim because the fouls are being called so early. So you're not even getting a shooting foul or a chance for it to drop and have an and one.
Hey, at the end of the day, too, Beverly, they're getting a little shook as far as their defensive, responsibilities.
They are. No, they are, because they're committing a ton of fouls themselves. They do get it in.
We don't need one yet.
Lamore wanted the charge. Gaston. It looks like they're going to ring him up on another foul. His 3rd. And Class back to the line. He made his last 2. That is going to go. Oh, man, I didn't think it was going to have enough.
Using every bit of the rim.
He's hit his last 5-point game.
Still plenty of time.
55 seconds. Espinal looking for space. Has nowhere to go. Now gets the basket. That's a beautiful basket right there.
3-point game. It's the second one, fellas. It's the second one. Oh.
Wide open on the inbound pass.
I don't think they need to foul. It's going to be, it's tight.
You can't give up a 3 here.
It's close right now.
Shot clock differential is about 6.5 seconds.
They're gonna go. They're gonna go. Don't foul too late now. They got too much time go off the clock. You have to commit to whether or not you're gonna foul or not. You let the clock go that deep before you foul, and that's just it's tough.
Well, I have to be honest with you. That's kind of what happened for Jameer to get his 1,000th point.
Yeah.
They fouled him with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. At that point, it does nothing.
Yeah, they got it to, I don't know if it might be wrong. If they got it down to 12, it was definitely around the 15. You got to commit one way or the other. It was way too much time for that.
And now Class once again at the line. If they were going to foul, I would have liked to see them foul like
earlier.
William Ryan or something, who hadn't been to the line yet tonight. They let it get back to Class. He's hit 5 in a row, and this can make it a 5-point game again. 2 possessions. This is his 12th free throw here in the 4th. He's got nothing from the field after lighting it up in 3 quarters.
Yeah, but ball players find ways to score.
That's what I'm saying, though, is he's been at the line now. 2 more free throws for Class. And he's 8 for 12 here in the 4th quarter at the line. Long 3, desperation shot, no good. Kicking it out to Stevenson. No fouls. They do get the foul. The basket doesn't go, though, and it's only going to result in a maximum of 2 points. And William Ryan has now fouled out. His 5th foul.
Big free throws here. The same in similar situations as we've been.
It's big, but 13.8 seconds in a 5-point deficit is...
Well, you get a timeout. You have a timeout to use. You have an opportunity to try to go for an inbound steal. First, force a 5-second call. 1, 2, go for the first, go for the second before you put them on the foul line. Now we got to have, the pressure of them making the free throws. It's been done before, but we got to be super, super detailed right now.
Stevenson once again, money at the line.
Durfee calling for a timeout. Here's the timeout.
Stevenson, with that free throw, just went 10 for 10 in this game. Has not missed at the line. He's got 24 points. And a timeout. Winner goes to Lowell on Thursday.
Yeah, great game by Jermaine. What'd you say, 24?
24 points.
10
at the line. The rest coming from the field.
Very much so kept them alive in times where they needed to. So again, I'm putting my coach hat on right now. We're going, first off, you don't want to let anything deep right now, especially in the open space where they can dribble and take time and play cat and mouse.
Right.
One.
Yeah.
Two,
you need it right away.
I'm having somebody on the ball right now, and I'm going nuts, not letting that ball. I'm throwing Alvin Gaston on the floor right now, and you're jumping crazy, not letting it in. You're going for the first steal, and then I'm a big component. Go for the second one, and we've got to foul. We got to be over 10. We've got to be over.
Yeah,
we've got to be over 10.
13.8 seconds, folks. You got to foul before.
I can't believe they don't have anybody on the inbounder.
No, I know. Oh, and it forces a timeout for Beverly.
What the heck do I know? I'm on this side. So it's, this is, you see this at the college level a lot right now.
All right, I'm joining you. We're going to stand.
You didn't need to tell everybody we're standing.
I'm going to tell people what I want.
The camera's not on us.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Come on.
I like what Beverly done right there. Knowing you have a timeout, let's see what they're in right now. See what they're in. We call a timeout right away. You've got an assistant going 1,002. You're not getting panicked.
Yeah, I mean, if you think the coaches are not, counting on the sideline, obviously they are. They're counting along with the officials. That's not even a question. So
you really got to avoid allowing a catch in open space because it just turns into a game of chase.
No, that's in time. Now Durfee doesn't have time on their side. I'll tell you one thing, though. I can't believe we got to come to work tomorrow. This feels like a Friday night.
Yeah, Tuesday, right?
I'm serious. I'm thinking, oh, good. Tomorrow's Saturday. You can rest. Doubleheader. No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday playoffs here at the Fieldhouse.
Don't allow the catch. Don't allow the first catch. Open space.
They fouled in 1.8 seconds. They fouled. So it happened quick.
Great job by Beverly right there. I mean, they want to see what Durfee was in.
That's on Espinal.
Let it play out for a second or two. Call timeout and counter.
That's on Espinal. And going to the line is Pierce, who has no points tonight. So this ought to be interesting. These are big shots for him. Talk about pressure. He hasn't been at the line yet. And he misses the first.
Ev, here's what we talked about. Things got to go right and a little bit of luck right now.
Yeah, but it's hard to miss two in a row.
And here's the age-old question right now. Do we call a timeout and get something set? Do you cross over half court? There's no NBA continuation.
He missed them both.
Here's the luck, Evan.
10 seconds and a timeout.
Yeah,
thank God,
thank
right?
God.
Say it. Timeout. Yeah. Draw it up. 9 seconds.
And Alvin gets it over half court quickly.
Yeah.
And we're gonna give Alvin the. He knew his timeout and threw it up there anyway.
Yeah. So we're going to set up a game-winning three here,
or
a foul's going to come into play on a drive to the basket and one.
So this is basketball.
So I'm calling Stevenson driving to the hoop, gets fouled, hasn't missed tonight, ties it.
So here's the thing, Evan. This is what we talk about. They talk about this basketball circles at all times right now. You're up 3.
Yeah.
Foul him. Make sure it's not on.
Why not?
Make sure it's not on the shot. All right, play the math game. But you're asking high school kids because it's really hard to ask Division I college players and pros to make sure that they're not shooting and then you get something wacky right now. But I wouldn't be surprised that out of here right now.
It makes sense.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. If they get it down to the 3-2, they're going to foul them, as I just did to you.
Yeah.
To show it right here. So this is very interesting right now.
It is, because what you're saying, I mean, it's simple math. You're up by 3. The best you can do, you've maxed out on fouls.
Well, they know.
You can foul them right away and not even let a shot happen.
See, this is scary right now because you could go.
5 seconds. Espinal.
Tough catch.
No good. Back out to him for the win. No! He's fouled! He's fouled on the three!
Fouled with 3.
He's fouled on the 3-ball
with
attempt.
3. 0 time on the clock right now.
And a chance to tie it at the line. Espinal, the leader of this team, is 4 for 4 at the line, and he's going to have an opportunity to tie this up. That shot was most certainly off before the buzzer.
Wow.
We have free throws with 0.6 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
0.6 right now.
You have to make all 3.
Yeah,
that's it. Here's your pressure. Durfee has been solid at the line all night. And Espinal will be asked to hit 3 straight. He misses the first. And Beverly with a celebratory cheer
so I'm gonna
and
I'm
a relief.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Make the second one, Jaden. Jaden, make the second one, because Beverly right now, I'm looking at their faces. They don't have the math. Make the second one.
Oh, he missed the second. Now it's in his head.
Because I'm just looking at the ultimate optimist.
Well, I know.
Optimist. Make the second
throw a brick
one
and then
sneak a tip in with Devontae or now.
Well, there's really no way now.
The only thing right now is a real freak throw at 100 miles an hour off the rim.
That's it.
Real tough. That's tough. That's Kid's been a warrior for us for 4 years right now.
And he's going to replay that now forever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Very frustrating. You know, you look at this team, this group played an incredible season, number 1, incredibly talented, number 2, and they still were in it at the end. And I hate to say it, it comes down to a couple possessions, couple of those weird possessions, couple of those minutes in a row where they just couldn't get anything going. You say, man, 1 or 2 extra shots the other way. It's easy to do that when we're just sitting here talking about it, but
yeah, playoff basketball is a start to finish.
Yeah, what a game.
And I'm not. You can't even go unique opportunity at the end of the game right there, but it's a start to finish. And Beverly had the better start to the game.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's where you end up with your spread. You know, listen, that's tough.
Durfee with 25 points in that fourth. They went off, and unfortunately, you know, that second quarter, if we want to look at it really, the second quarter is the one that killed them. Only 12, and they gave up 21.
Yeah.
That really, that's where Beverly started pulling away. And, you know, despite being down by easy double digits, 20 at one point.
Yeah,
they got back.
And they've done a good job of that. Listen, Jaden Espinal, keep your head up.
I know. He's going to replay this in his head for a while.
But you don't need to. But that's tough at all levels, every level. You know, it's one of those things you think about when you're playing in your driveway or at the park. Keep your head up, kid. All right, that's a heck of a career, heck of an opportunity you gave yourself at the end. All right, I'm going to say it again. Keep that head up. All right. That's a great job, and shout out to the seniors. Good basketball players, but real good guys. I enjoy having them in school, talking hoops, chopping it up with them. They've got a lot to be proud of.
Well, boys are done, unfortunately, but the girls with a most impressive win today will be at Wellesley Thursday, and so will we. Are you coming?
I'll be there.
Beautiful. Join Brendan and I Thursday, 6 p.m. Join me and Brendan. Come on, my English teachers they're having a fit right now. Join me and Brendan live from Wellesley Thursday, 6 o'clock tip-off. Thanks for tuning in to our doubleheader tonight. This has been a blast. David Montero on camera, Brendan Kelly, my broadcast partner. I'm Evan Massoud. So long from Durfee.